the porch has kind of changed over the years. There probably was time when there wasn't a porch, and then there was kind of a porch, but it wasn't closed in. But the previous owners to us, the Irelands, they had the porch all closed in, so it's really nice. It's cold in the winter. You wouldn't want to come out here a lot, but in the summer, you can open doors and windows and get a lot of breeze, and it's really nice. When you step inside, there's an entryway. And then if you go one direction, there's the living room. So that's where the original floor is.
It used to be the front door.
Yeah. The front door used to be on the very front of the house, and now it's just a huge window that goes almost floor to ceiling. Not quite all the way to the ceiling, but it goes clear to the floor. So it's a nice window. And then that's where our fireplace is too. So I think that fireplace was, probably there in that spot, even when, so it's probably the kitchen when the house was first built, or at least where they cooked, yeah. Then if you go the other direction from the entryway, we do have a little office, and our washroom is there. And then there's a staircase, and the staircase is kind of interesting too. It's not original. Mr. Ireland put that staircase in, and he got it from another building. Again, scavenged that. There's nothing super fancy about it, but it's okay. But before he put that one in, the staircase went a completely different direction. So if you've been in older homes, like from this era, sometimes the staircases, like the stairs are very narrow, and you almost have to turn sideways to go up. So I think that's probably the kind of staircase this house had before. And like now it goes this way, before it went this way. And we can see there's a door in our kitchen that is now a little covered, but you can see behind there, that's where the staircase started before. And if you look at the top of the stairs where it went to, it's not a very big distance. So, it would have been a very steep, shallow, narrow staircase. So he replaced that with a nicer one there. So, and then on the other end of the entryway, you can step into our kitchen. So it's in the section that was added in the 1840s. There's a dining area on one side and kitchen on the other side.
I think the floor in there is pretty old too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it at least goes back to the 1940s.
At least.
Yeah, and we've done a little work in there because when we bought the house, the dining room floor was a wood floor, and then in the kitchen they had these tiles on it that looked like brick, like vinyl tiles, and they were pretty old too. So after we tolerated them for a little while, but they were kind of gross, and so when we had the opportunity, we had them pulled up, and the floor underneath it is beautiful. It's a continuation of the wood floor in the dining room. And so we had someone come in and sand the floor and refinish it, and I really like it the way it is now. It is pretty old, I think. So that's our kitchen and stuff. Then from the other side of the kitchen, you can go into our laundry room. Nothing real special, and then it goes into our garage, which is the cobblestone structure on the outside. And then from the other side of our dining room, that's where you can go into the morning room. And then from there, you can go into our basement, which is, an icky basement. But you showed pictures of that? Did you take pictures?
Just like a small bit of like where the lab is.
Okay.
So
yeah.
The basement kind of has two sections.
Right. So under the original house there was a basement put in, I think, when they built it. And it's interesting to me because if you look up, if you usually you go in an unfinished basement, you look up, you see boards, 2x4s. In ours, you see logs, literally like big round logs. So they didn't cut the wood into boards; they just used the logs to build it. And then the section of the house that was added in the 1840s, there's a basement under there too. And several people have told me that the Zuber family had two boys. They were twins. Both of them never married and stayed together their whole lives. And they're the ones that lived in the house down the road that is about to be torn down. But they're both gone now, I think. But several people have told me they dug that basement under the second section of the house by hand and hauled all the dirt out in buckets and put in the stairs and everything for that. So that's amazing to me. I can't imagine that kind of work.